Oi pessoal, tô aqui hoje pra jogar a missão do Itto, do evento, dos besouros. Já tô aqui no local. E é isso, eu amo o Itto em todos os aspectos. Tô com a linguagem em inglês, porque literalmente o dublador não, o voice actor do Itto é perfeito o inglês. É maravilhoso, então é isso, eu tô bem ansioso pra ver tudo, porque tudo que envolve ele é maravilhoso, basicamente. Então é isso, sua dieta tem sido bem sem graça recentemente e Paimon tem sentido falta do tempero da vida na comida. Assim você vai até o restaurante Wanmin apenas para encontrar duas amigas antigas. Duas amigas? Será que... Ó, eu chuto que é a Cook e a Yanfei. Por quê? Porque elas são amigas, né, da faculdade lá. E pra poder ter o Itto tem que ter a Cook. Então, eu acho que vai... Eu acho que vai ser isso mesmo, bora ver. Cookie?
Hã?
Vai ser Yanfei.
Traveler, Paimon!
Eu falei o quê?
You here too?
Eu falei o quê? É óbvio.
Yanfei, Shinobu! Here for some hot pot, huh? What's the occasion?
O restaurante Wanmin tá bagunçado ou algo assim, a comida da Xiangling tava apimentada demais.
No, it's nothing like that. Wanmin restaurants just closed for a couple of days. But it's nice to try somewhere different for a change. Su Arnyang's hot pot is pretty good, and you can't get it at Wanmin restaurant.
Wanmin's closed? Why? What happened?
Well, it was partly our fault. Recently, some old classmates from the Tongwen Academy got in touch and said they were organizing a get-together. Yanfei's the most senior among us, since she's the most qualified, so she got to pick the location. And the turnout was a lot higher than expected. And in the space of 2 days, we somehow got through all of the restaurant's stock for the week ahead.
Nossa senhora.
Boss's enormous appetite was also a significant contributing factor. He went a little crazy.
Chef Mao was pretty wiped out by the end, but he had a huge smile on his face. It was the best business he's had in
O pai da
months.
Xiangling é
The
maravilhoso.
only thing is, it'll take him at least a couple days to fully restock.
Itto?
Bullchucker's here too?
Bullchucker.
Paimon's surprised we haven't seen him. Those horns stick out like two sore thumbs.
Yeah, when he heard I was meeting up with some old classmates, he got very excited and decided he was coming with me. His logic was, and I quote, "Any classmate of Shinobu's is a classmate of mine."
Nah.
Notwithstanding the fact that Boss has never studied a day in his life, I think he just feels that he didn't get enough chances to indulge his taste buds last time he was in Liyue.
É, ele só foi praticamente preso.
That other kid you guys brought with you, though, what was his name again? Oh yeah, Grandmaster Hanakado. He seems like a smart cookie. You probably didn't notice because you were busy chatting to your classmates at the time, but he was helping Chef Mao out in the kitchen, trying to pick up some Liyue cooking skills.
I suspect he just wanted to learn how to make some new dishes to feed to his Onikabuto and make them stronger.
É óbvio.
Grandmaster Hanakado? Where do we know that name from? Oh yeah! Didn't we meet him during that beetle battle thing that Bullchucker organized that one time?
Eu acho que isso aqui é do último evento que teve, só que infelizmente eu não joguei, porque eu ainda não jogava Genshin. Então, eu não consigo lembrar.
Good memory, Paimon. After the near catastrophe that was the Beetle Brawl, Hanakado became an ally of the Arataki gang. He and Boss regularly hang out to have practice matches and discuss Onikabuto rearing strategies.
É literalmente uma batalha Pokémon.
A lot of the things he ropes Boss into doing in the name of beetle brawling actually result in Boss doing some real work for a change. It's made things a lot easier for me. For instance, they've decided to spend a few days helping Chef Mao restock the kitchen. Partly to thank him for the epic feast.
Boa.
And partly because they would like to use the opportunity to look for new ingredients to boost their Onikabuto's performance.
Claro.
I think they're out looking for crabs at Guyun Stone Forest right now.
Ah, eu quero ver,
Xiangling and Mr. Guoba.
Xiangling também? Yes! E o
They
Guoba?
all seem to get along great. Guoba's already made friends with Crimson Staff, as Itto calls it, and, something Beetle King, or whatever Hanakado's is called.
Ó.
They've been out for quite a while, though. Shouldn't they be back by now?
Ah, eu quero ir lá.
Put them in a playful mood. In which case, it's anyone's guess what kind of mess they might be in by now.
Well, now Paimon wants to join in the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Crabs from Gleon Stone Forest? Paimon bets they taste great.
É claro, é claro.
Why don't we go see if they need our help? The sooner One Mean Restaurant is fully stocked, the sooner we get to eat there again. And while we're at it, we can see what Bullchucker and Grandmaster Hanakado are really up to over there.
Bem, se estamos falando sério sobre comer no restaurante One Mean, coletar ingredientes é mais rápido com mais mãos,
So
verdade?
you two are gonna head over?
Sim, com certeza.
I think that's a great idea. The Traveler, Paimon, and Itto make a good team.
Oh,
Not
faz
everyone
mesmo.
can get through to him, but he usually listens to you two.
You make a good point. Well, thanks for checking up on them, you two.
Com certeza a gente faz um bom time. Paimon e ele brigando a cada segundo.
I'm suddenly feeling a bit warm. Maybe I've been eating too much spicy food lately.
Oh no, you poor thing. It could be a fever, or maybe the humidity's making you overheat. Wait here. I'll go get you some iced tea.
Bonitinho, bonitinho. Ó, já tô vendo eles ali. O Itto logo abriu o olho.
I see it now. A hard shell, a whole bunch of legs, looks like a born warrior. The crab is the Onikabuto of the sea! Throw one of these bad boys in the ring and your Onikabuto will have to seriously up its game.
Véi, a volta que ele deu, o sorrisinho, perfeito, velho, perfeito.
That's right, Oni King! Technically, the crab belongs to a different species, but it has all the qualities of the perfect warrior beetle. Pitting Onikabuto against crabs during their training is a surefire way to rapidly improve their strength.
Realmente, eu adoraria ver
And it's
isso.
time for Crimson Staff and Ironclad Beetle King to train harder than ever before. No rest until they've flipped every crab in the area onto its back. And once they're done, we'll just need to stoop down and scoop them up. No more chasing crabs all over the beach. La 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 la.
Ó, é a primeira vez...
Looks like Xiangling and Guoba are part of the gang now.
Eu sei que o Guoba já apareceu algumas vezes, tá? Em eventos e tal. Mas pra mim é a primeira vez que eu tô participando de algo que tem ele envolvido. Então, tipo, eu não sei se ele tem voz, eu não sei o que é que ele faz, assim, sabe? Eu sei da backstory dele, tá? Que ele é um deus lá e tal. Ele era, no caso. Mas nunca vi ele participando do evento, assim, desde que eu comecei a jogar. Enfim. A hora de Onikabuto contra caranguejo.
Traveler, Paimon! Fancy meeting you here. Are you guys out for a walk or something? Hey, Xiangling! Hey, Guoba!
Hey, Guoba! Ah, o Guoba! A animaçãozinha dele.
Well, we were going to gorge ourselves at One Mean Restaurant, but then we ran into Yanfei and Shinobu, who told us you were closed for a few days. So we figured we'd come find you guys and see if you needed any help. Aw, you guys. Thanks for being such loyal customers. It's so kind of you to help. With Mr. Itto and the Grandmaster helping me for the last couple of days, we've actually got most of the things we need now. All that's left for us to get are some fresh crabs. And Crimson Staff and Ironclad Beetle King will be able to round them up for us in no time. If everything goes to plan.
Peraí. Ah, aquele bicho lá.
Uh-oh. I may have spoken too soon. It's a geofiship hatchling! Bullchucker! Hanakado, watch out!
Hold on, stay calm. I'll assess the situation. Hard shell? Check. Legs? Not too many, but it more than makes up for that with the whole rolling thing. Yeah, looks like a mean fighter. This is what you want to train your Onikabuto
Como
against.
que o Onikabuto vai derrotar isso?
How right you are, Oni King! With a training partner like this, an Onikabuto is sure to reach the apex of its abilities.
Eu acho um pouco difícil.
Are they serious right now?
A cara dos dois.
I think I recognize that thing. It's always rolling around on a nearby island. It's made quite a reputation for itself as far as Guyun geofiships go. People have taken to calling it Crystal Tornado.
Por que tornado?
It's because if you ever set foot on its little island, then it whooshes over and gives you a nasty whack on the head. It's really aggressive.
Bati na sua
How
cabeça.
did you come to learn that?
Oni King, allow me to send in the troops. I shall monitor the battle from a safe distance to assess our enemy's prowess. Go, Ironclad Beetle King! Test your challenger to its limits!
Como que ele vai ganhar? O Dragato. Hã?
Ironclad Beetle King!
Tadinho, velho. Olha a cara dele.
One hit and it's all over? I don't believe it. That's not possible. Okay, listen up, Grandmaster. The glorified pet rock is clearly tougher than it looks. Time to show it what we're really made of. From what I've seen, our opponent has a lot of brute force, but no finesse. Lugging all that weight around is a recipe for crude and clumsy attacks. And if you don't land the hit, it ain't worth squat. Luckily for us, our Onikabuto have a little thing called agility on their side. Go, Crimson Staff! Dodge the limbs and tail, wait for an opening, and aim for the...
A cara do Dragato. Meu Deus. Tadinho dos dois Onikabuto.
Belly.
Barriga.
Oni King, shall I send in some more Onikabuto, or...
What?
O Guoba.
Wait, what's Guoba doing? No!
Guoba aguenta.
Le.
Ou ele consegue se comunicar? Fugiu?
Wait, the bishop can understand Guoba?
Tem uma Cília ali atrás.
So, to answer your question from a moment ago, Paimon, I found out about Crystal Tornado's aggressive tendencies the last time we came to gather crabs in Guyunstone Forest. Tornado gave Guoba a big old bash on the head the moment he saw him. But then Tornado fell unconscious, and apparently wasn't seen for weeks afterwards. I guess he's finally recovered from his injuries.
Então ele tem medo do Guoba, basicamente.
What a cool guy! I mean, I figured he was a pretty epic dude just from the look of him, but I've never seen someone just stare an enemy into submission like that. There's only one possible conclusion. This is a warrior with strength, the likes of which I've never seen before.
I must say, I concur. I don't know how, but Guoba-san simply commanded that hard-shelled beast to stand down and retreat at once.
Guoba-san é
To
fogo.
think of it, he seems like a pro at catching crabs, too.
Guoba-san.
Guoba-san clearly has some sort of power that lets him bend the minds of shelled organisms to his will. Ah, that's it! The truth has been hiding in plain sight all this time. Guoba-san is a virtuoso beetle battler. With his skills, he can direct an Onikabuto's each and every move.
Huh? Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes total sense. These are the kind of brainwaves that make you the Arataki gang's greatest ally. You see, if we can get Guoba-san to teach us the art of shelled organism mind control, we'll be unstoppable. The entire beetle fighting world will be our oyster.
A cara do Itra ali fundo.
Can we stop discussing what special powers Guoba may or may not have? We have to get these crabs back before too long or they'll go bad. And then this whole trip will have been a waste.
Right, get a move on, Bullchucker. Shinobu's waiting for you. Also, we wanna eat?
Sério, esse joga boi em português que é muito estranho, velho. Eu sei que bootchucker é quase isso, mas... Sei lá, bootchucker soa mais natural. Joga boi.
Huh? Wait, when did we get two new people?
Ele não tinha visto a gente ainda, não.
Oh, compadre!
Compadre!
If it isn't the Oni King's right hand. Oh, and of course, the flying lavender... sorry. Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon. Wait. Oh, man. Don't tell me you saw me lose that beetle fight just now. Oh, so humiliating.
Tá de boa, nada que a gente já não tinha visto. Foi mal, desculpa chegar nesse nível.
Come on, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Onikabuto don't stand a chance against the Geovishap hatchling. Next time, just give it a couple of whacks with your club.
Isso é.
That would defeat the whole purpose. Let me explain. Now, it's no secret that you've kicked a fair share of butt in your time. And from what I hear, that includes some of the biggest, most powerful, and meanest butt around. So how'd you do it, huh? Were you born stronger than your most fearsome foe? No! Do you rock up to every fight believing that your odds of winning are 100%?
No!
Of course not. You start with an impossible goal, defeating the unbeatable enemy, and then you do whatever you gotta do to achieve it. Because even you can't know how much potential you have until you push yourself past your limits. That's how you make yourself not just stronger, but stronger than you ever imagined you could be. Flee the fight once, you'll probably flee the next time, and the time after that. Next thing you know, you're that boring little twerp who never had the guts to put himself out there, because when you flee the fight, all you're really running away from is the person you could have become.
Caralho. A filosofia do Itto. Uau, eu não poderia ter dito melhor. Estou sem palavras, nada mais a adicionar. Ponto.
What's gotten into Bullchucker?
Sim,
He
sim,
actually
sim.
said something that made sense. For once, Paimon has nothing to argue back.
You hear that? Guoba's getting hungry. Crystal Tornado's gone now anyway, and your Oni Kabuto won't be ready to fight again anytime soon. So, are you just gonna stand here gawking, or...?
Bora voltar e comer.
Sama makes a good point.
Chefe Sama.
We are still far from being worthy enough to seek the tutelage of the mighty sensei, Guoba-san.
Guoba-san.
I have heard tell of a great contest of fine warriors that was once held in this place. We stand on hallowed ground, and the very air we
Esse baú
breathe is
aqui.
abuzz with the might of great duelists. I say we set up a ring here and now. I shall summon the mightiest beetle battlers of Liyue, and as iron sharpens iron, we will hone our skills and training with them. Then and only then will we be ready to seek the guidance of Guoba-san. Once we have learned his ways, we will track down that shelled beast and do battle against it once more.
Paimon's got a feeling about this, but not actually sure if it's a good one or a bad one.
Oh.
Que foi?
Oh!
Que
Oh,
foi?
I'm with you, Grandmaster. Yeah, you're saying the time has come to unveil the plan. This is the moment. It's time for the long-awaited Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp.
That's right! There's no time to lose, Oni King. Let's set up the arena.
Bora. Nossa senhora.
We weren't done talking to you yet! Oh, unbelievable. Look at them. Not a care in the world.
Muito bem, mais batalha de besouros. Sempre tempo para a paixão número 1 do Itto.
What did they say it was called again? The Arataki something something? Anyway, some sort of beetle fighting tournament, right? I think Hanakado might have mentioned it before. If I wasn't so busy with work at the restaurant, I'd love to take Guoba along and watch. But right now, the top priority is dealing with all these fresh crabs. Come on, let's head back.
Oh.
Shinobu was saying the Arataki gang came to Liyue for her classmates' reunion, right? Won't throwing an impromptu beetle fighting competition interfere with their plans?
Não.
Well, not much we can do about it except head back to Wanmin and tell Shinobu.
Chegamos.
Yanfei, Shinobu, we're back!
Back.
Guoba, Xiangling, Traveler, and Paimon. Wait, where are the other two?
Organizando um
Let me
acampamentozinho.
guess. Itto and Hanakado are up to their usual antics.
We'll fill you in shortly. First, I need to get all these pristine ingredients safely stored away. The Mistflower Corollas won't keep the crabs cool for much longer. Plus, the Traveler and Paimon are valued customers, eagerly awaiting a grand feast. I'll get cooking, then we can catch up while we eat.
As alturas Yanfei e Shinobu também estão com fome. O banquete começa. Conforme você come, você conta a Shinobu e Yanfei sobre o encontro de Itto e Hanakado, com o tornado de cristal e o plano de fazer o acampamento de treinamento de besouros.
Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp? That doesn't bode well. It won't be long before things get out of hand. We're guests here, which means we're supposed to be on our best behavior. Leave them to me. I'll put a stop to it.
Eles são presos de novo, tá ligado? Imagina.
I don't know. I
O
think it
Itto.
could be fun. Anyway, don't stress. Beetle fighting sounds like a great event idea.
Se a oficial da lei falou, então...
Comprehensive compendium of Liyue law, we just need to notify the relevant office of the Ministry of Civil Affairs, and they'll issue a permit pretty much right away. You never know. Maybe you'll make some new friends with this event. Then you'll have even more people to hang out with when you next come to Liyue.
Yeah, and you can bring them all to Wanmin Restaurant for your meals.
Claro. Ei.
Wait, first the event, and now you're already planning our next trip?
Negócios, Shinobi, negócios. Falamos de negócios aqui.
Given the Arataki gang's financial situation...
Come on, you gotta learn to cut loose more. You came all this way. You should be focused on catching up with old friends, making some new ones, and just generally hanging out and doing lots of fun stuff. I need to be at the Ministry of Civil Affairs shortly for something else anyway, so I can get the ball rolling for Itto's thing while I'm there. Alright, I'll handle that while you guys head back to Itto and help get the venue set up. I'll join you later, and bring the permit with me.
Ok.
Yanfei is in a good mood today. She didn't take any persuading to help out with the event.
Well, event planning's right up her alley. She was an officiator in the Masterful Chefs contest, and she has a lot of contacts because of her work. She's also on vacation at the moment, and her old friend Shinobu's in town. That's definitely put her in the mood to have some fun.
Ela tá de férias.
Well, I've missed my chance to discuss the issue of our funds. Guess I've got no choice but to deal with Boss directly now. Traveler, Paimon, thanks for all your help so far. I promise I'll make it up to you the next time we meet.
A gente é amigo, não precisa não.
You mean you don't need us to come with you? Well, if Itto's serious about defeating that Geovishap hatchling with Onikabuto, Paimon's kinda curious to see how everything goes down.
E também queremos participar da competição.
Now that you mention it, didn't you help Boss out a lot at the last one of these? The almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating extreme beetle brawl?
O nome desse evento é muito bom.
We didn't really help out. We just played a few matches. But it was actually super fun.
Either way, it sounds like you understand Boss's perspective far better than I do, so maybe you'll be able to help me talk some sense into him. I'll take all the help I can get.
Sure, or, maybe we could just let him go ahead with it, huh?
Hey, Guoba.
We've already beaten our expected turnover for this month, and it'll still be a while before Dad gets back with the rest of the new stock. So we should be able to take it easy for a while. After that, we should be back to business as usual. Things won't be anywhere near as busy as they've been the last few days. That means we should have time to go and watch Mr. Itto's beetle fighting event.
Perfeito. Caramba, eles já montaram tudo ali já, literalmente.
All right, Boss. Fun time in Liyue is over.
Não.
Let's head home.
Não.
Shinobu, I can explain.
Acabou não, para
No,
com isso.
you can't. Our funds have run out. We've spent too long here. After buying our tickets for the boat home, the gang fund is down to double digits. How can we possibly afford to hold a tournament?
Eu vou ser o patrocinador, já falei.
Yanfei-senpai very kindly offered to handle the legalities, otherwise you wouldn't even have a permit. Are you expecting her to foot the bill as well? Put a stop to this now, before things get out of control.
Mas é um evento ao ar livre.
You don't understand. We have a situation here. Normally, I'm happy to do things your way, but the Arataki gang's 2 top Onikabuto warriors just lost to some pet rock. Look, we have a whole arena set up and everything. If we back out now, we'll be the laughingstock of the entire beetle fighting world.
E não tem... O que é que eles vão gastar com isso aqui? Tipo... Eles já construíram a arena aí. Não tem o que gastar mais.
You've lost plenty of
Tem
beetle
que pagar o evento pra o governo? Acho que não. Ou
I'm not
não
even a
sei.
serious player. Why are you so bothered about losing to some Bishop hatchling?
Shinobu! That was a low blow. Anyway, that's ancient history. I'm on a whole different level now. There isn't a single beetle fighter out there who can touch me. I'm serious about beating that pet rock. Don't think I've got what it takes? And try me.
Gladly. You want to do this the hard way? We'll do it the hard way. Grandmaster Hanakado, get me and Boss a beetle each. Maybe he'll be more amenable to reason after a crushing defeat. If I win, you have to come back with me. No complaining, and no making any more trouble for Yanfei-senpai.
Pior que eu queria ver a Cookie perder agora, velho.
Oni King,
You're really doing this, huh? I didn't think you'd take it this far. Okay, so sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon, I delegate this challenge to you.
You're making Paimon fight me?
Ah, tá.
No surprises there.
Nenhuma surpresa aqui também.
What Bullchecker is really saying is, if you want to fight the Oni King, you have to go through sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon first.
Claro.
Exactamundo, amigo. Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon is one of the Arataki gang's top beetle fighters, but even she isn't in the same league as moi.
Moi.
If you want to duel with the Don, you gotta beat the Milan.
Except Paimon refuses.
Por quê?
What?
Even Paimon knows that you can't just expect other people to pick up your slack all the time. It's not right. So if you're out of Mora, then tough luck. You gotta match your standing. If Paimon helps you out, that'll just make more trouble for Yanfei, and then Shinobu will owe her a favor.
Okay, true. You make a fair point. But it's all good. I have a backup plan for situations
Eu já
like
falei,
this.
eu patrocino, tá de
If we
boa.
really are out of funds, then, I'll find a job. I'll work nights, do beetle fighting during the day, and pay any expenses out of my own pocket.
Ok.
It'll work. The Grandmaster has helped me find a few good gigs before. As long as it's physical work and the pay is good, I'll take it.
Now you're talking. See, that's the kind of attitude Paimon can get behind.
Batendo palma. Quando você é o cara no topo, tem que cuidar da base. Não se confie em outra pessoa quando você mesmo pode fazer.
I can't believe you guys.
Ah, deixa ele trabalhar,
It's
velho.
all well and good, and I do hope you try not to be a burden on other people. But you still need to beat me first. I know what Boss is trying to do. He's making me fight Paimon first to use up my Oni Kabuto's stamina. Well, good luck with that. Even with a disadvantage, I'm still not gonna make this easy for you.
Bora lá. Eu nunca joguei isso, tá? Porque eu falei, eu não participei do outro evento. Calma aí. D para comandar o Nikabuto pra ir pra frente. E A pra trás. Volta. Tá. Pera aí. Dá licença tu... Então, ok. Acho que entendi. Q para comandar o Nikabuto, usar defender pra proteger. Ah, que massa, velho. Ok. Ah, tá. Mas tem um shieldzinho ali em cima que acaba, né? Tô vendo. Ok. Após uma batalha feroz, o Nikabuto de Shinobu perde muito de perto pra Cajado Carmesim sob o controle de Paimon. Sob o comando de Paimon.
I lost. I can't believe it.
Claro.
That was so tense. Shinobu nearly got the better of Paimon there.
Que duelo deslumbrante.
Hey! Hey! Sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon destroys Shinobu on the first attempt! Ooh! You really are natural at this, aren't you?
As agreed, we now have Shinobu's official support to host the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp.
I haven't battled in ages. Guess I'm out of practice.
Shinobu, só aceita.
I'll have to move to plan B. Try to keep costs to a minimum, and make sure Yanfei-senpai doesn't end up doing everything for us. I'm gonna hold you to your word, boss. Fund this event yourself by working nights. Battle beetles all you want during the day. And one other thing. Our boat tickets home were booked well in advance. I can amend the date, but only by a few days. So, keep this event to maybe 4 or 5 other people tops, or you'll run out of time, okay?
Ok.
Don't want you getting carried away.
Got it. Sure, promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Shinobu, you've got nothing to worry about.
Okay, I'll head down to the harbor and see about changing the tickets. I'm warning you, you'd better not go spending all our mora while I'm gone.
Okay, so we've only got 5 battles to get in shape enough for Guoba-san. Then we gotta master what he teaches us, then take down that cocky pet rock. Shinobu is asking us to do the impossible here. But this is the kind of hardcore challenge I live for.
Don't worry, Oni King. I'll find people to join us in our great training endeavor. So long as there are worthy beetle battlers to be found, I'll be sure to sense their presence and bring them over to our camp. We haven't been in Liyue for long, but I'm certain that this vast land is filled with mighty warriors. We'll have no trouble finding but one of
A
these
questão é,
each day.
nem tem Onikabuto em Liyue, como é que vai achar alguém que...
Now, as for the esteemed Oni King's right hand and honorable sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon...
We've done our part. We saved your butts by getting Shinobu to agree to this. Paimon saw the look of sheer terror on your faces. You're clearly no match for her.
É costume demonstrar sua gratidão com um presente. Certamente a gangue Arataki dá os créditos aonde são devidos.
Oh, of course. I will, leave it to me. I'll come up with something. You'll get your reward, don't you worry.
Primogemas, manda.
In the meantime, if the Oni King's right hand and sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon don't have other plans, then prepare to watch history in the making. Because in a few short days, I, the bona fide Beetle Battle King, will raise my game to new heights, win the respect of Guoba-san, and become a living legend! Booyah!
Booyah!
Oh, yeah, we'll be watching. So, no pressure or anything, but... if you mess this up and everyone completely wipes the floor with you, we'll see the whole thing.
A voz de Paimon do nada não ficou parecendo que ela tá numa caverna, outra fake, velho. Bom, eu acho que o Tian Língua de Ferro é o primeiro oponente, né? Então, bora lá.
Hello all. I am Iron Tongue Tian, here with an official signboard for the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. It also doubles as your permit to run the event.
Ah, tá, entendi.
Is this supposed to be Bullchucker and Crimson Staff? It's so over the top.
Ah, tá legal, velho.
Oh, sweet! Sadly, it's not my own original artwork, but check out that design! And that line work!
Ficou legal, ficou legal.
It's so cool! It's epic! It captures exactly how awesome I look as a pro beetle fighter in the heat of battle! Dude! Wait, not that. How do they usually address strangers in this part of the world?
Maybe... Esquire?
Esquire?
That's the one. Tian Esquire, your artwork is incredible. Words cannot express the Arataki gang's gratitude.
You can drop the Esquire, Don Arataki. Also, I'm no artist, just a storyteller. This promotional artwork was done by a young lady at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Yanfei looks out for her a lot, so when she heard about your event, she offered to contribute some artwork.
Oh, so this is Yanfei's doing. Man, she really thought of everything. This is exactly what we needed.
Young Grandmaster Hanakado here tells me that your boot camp is an ambitious training program that could shape the future of beetle fighting.
Ele vai contar história sobre isso, será?
Well, I'm no beetle fighter myself, but I've heard a lot about it and have always wanted to try it out for myself. Who knows, it might just give me the inspiration for a great new story to tell in the neighborhood.
Beetle fighting is something you have to have a natural affinity for. Take sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon, for instance. She battled with great prowess on her first time after only a short demonstration. Once Tian Esquire has grasped the basics of beetle fighting and understands the appeal, we might get a lot of free publicity from his storytelling.
Isso é, o menino pensou longe, viu?
Oh, that'd be awesome. All right, Squirt. Squad. Yeah, Squire. Squire. May the best man win.
Bora. Quebrar o... o Squire na porrada.
Ah, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I can see that the Arataki gang has transformed beetle fighting into a fiercely competitive high-adrenaline sport. Yes, there are the rudiments of a fine tale here, to be told time and again.
Great dueling with you, Tian Esquire. The pleasure was all right.
Alright.
Phrase is, the pleasure is all mine, Oni King.
Details schmeetails. Point is, thank you for supporting our boot camp.
I extend my gratitude to you too, Don Arataki.
Don
I intend
Arataki.
to stay here and watch a while longer to further enrich my writing. Please, pay no regard. Just pretend I'm not here.
Ok.
Man, I've never fought against someone so cultured before. My mind's buzzing from all those fancy words. What's that buzzy feeling called again? Oh yeah, learning.
Learning.
Looks like the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp is getting off to a good start.
Oi, eu tô aqui de volta pra vocês um segundo depois, mas pra mim alguns dias mais na frente. Eu esperei passar todos os dias do evento, né, até terminar, pra poder gravar ele completo, sabe? Então já tô aqui, eu só derrotei o primeiro, né, como vocês viram, né, até agora. Agora faltam mais essas 3 pessoas aqui, inclusive tem a Yanfei aqui do nada, não sei porquê, ela vai participar também, mas eu tô curioso pra ver. Então bora lá derrotar primeiro essa criança aqui, só porque sim, a Flor do Terror. Concorrente com equipamento apelão. Por que ela tá com esse nome? Substância sobre estilo. Tá, bora derrotar a Flor do Terror.
Oni Kabuto are our friends, like cats and doggies.
Another kid? Oh, didn't we go through this last time?
Well, yeah, but Grandmaster Hanakado's a kid too.
É isso,
And
é.
one of the other kids from last time was actually pretty good, so age is no measure of a beetle fighter's skill.
Pior que as melhores são crianças.
Buttercup of Terror has no prior beetle battling experience. Her chosen Oni Kabuto has the air of a formidable warrior.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Como assim?
My Oni Kabuto was a present from Daddy. He got it from a new friend he made last time he was away.
Oh, your father sounds like a real stand-up guy. Okay,
Stand-up
send
guy.
out Sky Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon for this one. We don't want any accusations of bullying flying around.
Ele só corre.
You make it sound like Paimon's the weakest choice on our side. Still, Paimon's probably the safest choice. But only because you two maniacs are a danger to yourselves and others when you're in a competitive mood. Don't be nervous, young lady. It's only a game, so it's just for fun.
Young lady. Tá, agora bora esfregar o chão com essa mina aí. Acabou, que divertido.
Paimon nearly messed that up.
I nearly died of a heart attack. That little beastie is fierce. Even I would have had a hard time. How'd you get so freaking good at this without a teacher? Is everyone in Liyue a born warrior or something?
So, this is how Oni Kabuto play together?
Brinco.
I get it now! Do you have time to play some more? And I also want to watch you guys play too.
Não. Por que o nome dela é Flor do Terror?
Buttercup of Terror has a real knack for this. Oh, kinda terrifying. Hey, Bullchucker, if you had this kind of talent, you could probably have learned how to communicate with shelled creatures just by listening to Guoba talk to Crystal Tornado.
Ha! Yeah, I wish.
Ele tenta, ele é esforçado, pelo menos. Tá, você poderia me contar sobre o seu apelido? Você quer dizer Flor do Terror? Ó, inventei ele pois meu pai uma vez me deu um bonsai que coloquei no batente da minha janela todas as noites, mas na manhã seguinte ele havia ido até o telhado. Alguém disse que viram meu bonsai escalando as paredes na calada da noite, como um gato. Só mais tarde que descobrimos que havia um gato na cidade que acabou gostando do meu bonsai, que fez com que ele fugisse com a planta. Eu não sei porquê, mas conforme as pessoas contavam a história, ela se tornou o bonsai que Xiangling cuidou, se transformou em um gato. Não que me importe, mas quando aquela pessoa do molho de peixe apimentado ouviu sobre isso, ele achou que meu apelido era muito legal e até me pediu pra jogar esse jogo. E bem, estou me divertindo muito e adoraria jogar mais. Tá bom, agora é a vez da Yanfei, que é a concorrente com equipamento apelão.
Hey there, I'm back. So then, how's the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp coming along?
Great timing, Yanfei.
My savior! Oh, thanks for helping out with the permit. Oh, and for the sign with the epic artwork.
My savior.
Wait, I know that look. Are you, looking to flip some beetle too?
Huh? Something wrong with that? I have a big client who does a lot of cross-border commerce. Anyway, she showered me with gifts once after I helped her win a huge lawsuit. And among them was a very special Onikabuto.
Okay.
I didn't know how to look after it at the time, so I got Granny to look after it for a while. It's looking pretty buff these days. Mind if I join in? You're not worried I'll cramp your style, are you?
Manda ver.
Not dismiss your savior, Oni King. What she lacks in experience, she makes up for with one of the sturdiest built and most awe-inspiring Onikabuto I have ever seen.
You make me an offer I can't refuse. All right, time to send in the Oni King's right hand with Crimson Staff. I know my compadre will stay cool under pressure.
Sabia que ele ia fazer isso. A pose. Pode apostar. Obrigado pelo voto de confiança.
So it's me versus the Traveler? All right.
Kakatekoi.
I haven't quite got the hang of this game yet, so apologies in advance for any blunders.
Gostei. Bora lá. Quebrar a Yanfei na porrada. Ó, parece que ainda há muito o que aprender sobre batalhas de besouros.
Yanfei's Onikabuto is so strong! What is Madame Penguin feeding that thing?
Quem sabe?
See? Your savior's Onikabuto is a force to be reckoned with. But just like last time, when my generals threw you a few curveballs, the mightiest blade cannot slay its foe except in the hands of a skilled swordmaster.
Wise words, Grandmaster. Oh, okay. Good thing my compadre kept it together.
Ele tá com muito medo.
Wow, what a blast! I could get into this whole beetle battling thing. This is so much fun. Thanks, everyone. I'm gonna stick around and play some more.
É feito. Anda bem ocupado ultimamente, Yanfei? Estou bem. Tudo ótimo. Digo, até mesmo especialistas legais não possuem assuntos a resolver todos os dias, sabe? Eu acho que foi dito que ela tava de férias, não foi algo assim? Não lembro. O que é ótimo, enquanto meus discípulos estão tendo sua reunião, eu estarei gastando todas as minhas folgas do ano. Comerei à vontade, dormirei quanto quiser, jogarei à vontade e então voltarei renovada. Perfeito. Isso é o que chamam de vida feliz. Certo, Yanfei derrotada, todo mundo derrotado, agora só sobra a substância sobre estilo.
No, this makes no sense. How did you do that? My reputation is destroyed!
O que?
It's like a bean to the heart.
It's like a bean to the heart. O que foi? Ele
It was an
perdeu?
honor doing battle with you, good sir.
Foi.
What the? So polite.
So, been busy losing while we were away, Bullchucker?
I don't see it that way. Unless the bona fide Beetle Battle King is ready to give up now, he hasn't lost to me yet. In battle and in life, it's normal to hit setbacks every once in a while. But a setback only turns into a failure if you make the decision to stop trying.
Isso é verdade.
Word. Heck yeah! I ain't about to admit defeat yet.
Levantou.
Still, there's nothing to be gained from constantly making excuses. Don't put all your energy into talking garbage. Spend it on fighting a little harder instead.
Caramba.
Oh, burn.
Oni King, this brand of enemy doesn't seem to be your area of expertise. I advise you send in another of your generals and observe the duel in detail. Watching others do battle is also a crucial part of a warrior's training. Some skills one learns by doing, others one learns through observation.
Ele realmente é sábio.
Good point, Grandmaster. And good timing, compadre. Oni King's right hand, I'm handing the fight over to you.
Manda ver.
Finally, it's your turn! Make it count, Traveler.
Mamão com açúcar.
So, I'm going head to head with the legendary Traveler. Guess I better look sharp.
Já era, não adianta, tu perdeu já. Já era. Você é fantástico, obrigada por me mostrar como é. Não tem de que, moça.
Nicely done. You beat me. I'd go as far as to say that it's an honor to lose against the Traveler.
Ah, so that's how you do it. I never would have thought of that.
Yep, When you're up against a cunning enemy, you gotta get creative.
Verdade.
When your tactics fail, you have to change your point of view. In our journeys far and wide, we often have to think on our feet. Clinging to old methods can never solve the problem, no matter how hard you try.
Olha. Caramba, pai montou na sábia.
Shinobu said something like that once too. I guess there's something to it after all. But I'll mull it over some other time. Right now, my focus is on the task at hand. More beetle fighting!
Tá, ó, já tá ali, ó. O nome. Omnidestruidor, ou Ultra Poderoso. E a culinária companheira do Omnidestruidor. Tá, deixa eu só derrotar ela de novo aqui na última dificuldade. Ó, então você também gosta de batalhas de besouro? Eu não diria que eu gosto. Eu simplesmente acho que existe algo a se aprender com muitas atividades, então não faz mais experimentar as coisas. Costumamos receber vários pedidos que não têm a ver com o combate misturado com nossas comissões de alta dificuldade. Resolver quebra-cabeças mecânicos, seguir pistas para encontrar objetos específicos. Você nunca sabe quando pode acabar encontrando uma comissão que requer que você comande outras criaturas para alcançar um certo objetivo. Tenho certeza de que você, de todas as pessoas, teria experiência com isso? Sim. Eu entendo. Bora, Omnidestruidor. Ultra Poderoso.
Hey, good to see everyone! How's it going? Having fun?
Xiangling,
Guoba! You finally made it! Well, Bullchucker's certainly having a blast.
The day has finally come!
É isso aí.
Guoba-san, I've been training hard at the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp, and now I want to show you just how far I've come. And Crimson Staff, too.
Crimson Staff.
If my progress satisfies you, then please, teach me. Show me the way to communicate with Crimson Staff, Crystal Tornado, and all the shelled organisms of this world. Do that.
Bora, Guoba-san, por favor.
Once I become the reigning champion of the beetle fighting world, I will build a mighty statue in your image at the Arataki Gang's beetle fighting headquarters.
Oh, caralho!
The Guoba-san got a brand new Oni Kabuto.
Mano, esse é gigante, véi.
That does not look normal.
Oh, it appears to be not a typical Onikabuto shell, but one built of resilient wood. Is it wearing a suit of armor?
É gigante,
Told
véi.
Granny all about your Onikabuto boot camp. It really piqued her interest when she heard that Guoba was getting a disciple. As it turned out, a friend of hers had made a whole bunch of gardening and landscaping machines to look after the silk flowers on the terrace. They're called bloom pruners.
The bloom pruner can transform into the shape of any creature to blend into its environment. Squirrels, butterflies, finches, you name it. And of course, Onikabuto too. So, Master gave Guoba a bloom pruner and got it to take the form of an Onikabuto so it can battle against you.
Mas é muito roubado. Meu Deus do céu, o tamanho do bicho.
Pretty high tech for a gardening appliance. Xiangling's master is Madame Ping, so Madame Ping's friend... Aha! Of course!
Of course. Não estraguem, eu sei quem é.
No machine can compare to a real live Oni Kabuto warrior. Did Guoba-san pick a dumbed-down enemy on purpose so we can showcase all our awesome skills?
You may be wise to temper your optimism, Oni King. My beetle senses are failing to detect this Onikabuto's might. Or perhaps... it's too profound for me to fathom.
Over
It's
9,000.
not even alive. There's nothing for you to sense. Anyway, Guoba-san may possess limitless power, but a warrior needs to be one with his weapon. The bond between Oni Kabuto and trainer is forged through blood, sweat, and tears, not wood, mesh, and gears. Crimson Staff and I are like glove and fist. Let's get this duel going. It's time for Guoba-san to witness my true potential once and for all.
Bora. Bora contra o Omnidestruidor Ultra Poderoso. Isso aqui vai ser complicado. Um mecanismo Onikabuto poderoso em todos os aspectos, extremamente poderoso em todas as distâncias de combate, ataca consecutivamente com terremotos, para atacar com vários ataques elementais, velocidade de movimento média, resistência contra interrupção, velocidade de movimento média, 2 vezes. Eles só botaram 2 vezes a mesma coisa. Então tá bom. Bora focado. Bora lá, agora é modo sério. Morreu. Yes! É isso. Foi fácil. Mentira, foi muito difícil.
Whoa, Bullchucker sure made short work of the Bloom Pruner.
Olha, ele realmente ganhou.
Victory is mine! With my trusty crimson staff, I have defeated the mighty Guoba-san!
Porque realmente, tipo, nesses bagulho assim, acontece, né? A pessoa vai lá, ganha, só que quando volta pra o jogo em si, ela perdeu. Agora eu fiquei surpreso, ele realmente ganhou, porque eu ganhei. Que bom, bom. Contra o Guoba-san.
Alrighty then. The moment I've been waiting for.
Contra aquele bicho.
Guoba-san, if I have earned your recognition,
A cara do
I ask
Guoba.
you to teach me the ways of shelled organism communication. Huh? Guoba-san, you look pleased? But you just lost to me in battle. Does this mean you're proud of me for my swift progress?
Não.
Aw, shucks. I don't know what to say. You're too kind, Guoba-san. Oh, you're just being modest. I know you were going easy on me.
It looks like Guoba's all warmed up now. The Bloom Pruner is ready to operate at full power.
De novo? Ah, tá.
Remember the plan? In this round, we want to increase the Bloom Pruner's power output from 0.1%.
1/10 de 1%.
Okay?
O quê?
Any higher and you'll risk knocking Itto's Onikabuto out cold.
1%, eles não estavam nem usando 1% do poder. Tá.
Okay, there it is. I knew something was up.
O quê? 1/10 de 1%?
As I feared, we have barely scratched the surface.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Calma aí. Calma aí.
1/10 of 1%? As in 0.1%? As in 1/1000th? You've gotta be kidding me. All that was just 1/1000th of its top power?
Todo mundo olhando.
Guoba's a little confused. You did say you wanted to train your Onikabuto to defeat Crystal Tornado, correct?
I thought it would go without saying given the size. The Bloom Pruner has to shift rocks the size of casserole dishes.
Nossa
So
senhora.
obviously it has to be pretty strong. Even then, Crystal Tornado is bigger still. It dwarfs me and Guoba, and it's even taller than you.
That's impossible! If we were talking, twice as strong as the last fight, I think I'd have a shot. 10 times as strong, and we're already looking at losing most, if not all, of the time.
Mas...
1,000 times stronger? Who am I kidding? It's hopeless.
Tadinho.
When your tactics fail, you have to change your point of view. In our journeys far and wide, we often have to think on our feet.
O jeito que ele tá lembrando.
Clinging to old methods can never solve the problem, no matter how hard you try.
No matter how hard you try.
Of course, Guoba-san. This is what you've been trying to tell me all along.
Exato. O importante é ter os amigos no caminho.
Mechanics. Then build a suit of armor for Crimson Staff that'll take his abilities to a whole new level.
Não.
Maybe. Heck, I could build a bigger, stronger mechanical Onikabuto, piloted by Crimson Staff under my direction.
O Hanakado pilotando o outro gigante. Ele... Oh, meu Deus.
Onikabuto piloting a mechanical Onikabuto? How do you expect to pull that off? It doesn't even still count as a beetle battle.
Eu acredito em Itto.
Seeing the power of Bloom Pruner has made me realize something. There's a natural limit to Onikabuto's strength.
Sim.
People have tried to tell me this before. Shinobu, the Grand Master, especially Sky-Cleaving White Iron Lavender Melon. Admitting defeat is shameful, but not even trying to mix up your tactics one time? That's just plain stupid!
Ok.
Guoba-san has shown me a new path. Mechanically modified Onikabuto.
Meu Deus do céu. Isso vai parar em Fontaine.
Size will be no obstacle to me and my valiant beetle warriors as we set out to beat Crystal Tornado once and for all.
Nossa, isso aqui, sério, isso aqui, se a Royal quiser, dá pra virar muito um evento pro lado de Fontaine com o Itto, tá ligado? Ele realmente criando um Onikabuto mecânico assim, nossa. Dururu.
Looks like Guoba's not too sure about all that.
Mechanics, huh? I I'd have to get my master to see if her friend would be willing to help. She's the expert.
Did you say expert? Please, Guoba-san, Chef-sama, my savior, introduce me.
Ele vai conhecer adeptos?
Thinking of becoming the second Arataki gang member to study in Liyue, are you, boss?
Shinobu, when'd you get back?
Right now.
Time's up. We spent our last mora on these boat tickets, and if we don't get to the harbor pronto, they'll go to waste.
Give me a minute, okay? We're in the middle of an extremely important discussion here.
Yeah, I heard. I was actually very pleased to hear the suggestion of you doing some sort of studying coming out of your own mouth. I have some relevant experience, so I can write a little booklet to get you started. But unfortunately, studying in Liyue is very expensive. The Arataki gang's typical expenditures are a drop in the ocean by comparison.
Estuda
So,
por
what do you
Inazuma
intend to do
mesmo.
about it?
It'll be fine. I'll work like a horse when I get back to Inazuma. I know what I'm getting into here, all right? I got it all planned out in my head. It's not like I've never gotten paid work before. As soon as I get earning, we'll all have cash for the burning. And don't think for 1 second I'll be abandoning you or the rest of the Arataki gang neither. I ain't the kind of head honcho that runs off to go study and leaves his gang behind. If we're gonna study, we do it as a team. Once I've got enough mora for everyone's tuition fees, the whole Arataki gang is coming to Liyue. We'll study together, learn some epic new skills together, and come out the other side as the stronger, smarter, invincible Arataki gang.
Stronger, smarter,
All
invincible.
the right things. Who are you and what have you done with Boss?
Ele só precisa de inspiração.
Bull Chucker, those were some bold words. You better make sure you follow through.
Arataki Itto é um homem de palavra.
Of course, I still need to iron out some deets in terms of what kind of work I can get and how much I can rake in per day, but yeah.
In
Detalhes.
that case, Oni King, I'll stay here in Liyue. Firstly, this will enable me to follow up with Chef-sama and discuss our study plans in detail.
Chef-sama.
Secondly, now that word of the Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp has begun to spread, I'll be able to scout for talented warriors and continue optimizing the Oni Kabuto training diet. Also, if the Oni King's right hand and sky-cleaving white iron lavender melon wish to continue battling or analyze the battle so far, I'll be here to support them.
Awesome! Good thinking, Grandmaster! Okay, standard procedure applies. I'll let your grandpops know what you're up to so we won't worry about you. Man, I am so pumped to see what you'll have for us next time I see you.
I do need to make one thing clear, though. I can't promise that we'll be able to talk an Adeptus into taking you on as students. Yanfei and I will do our best, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
The great master of whom you speak boasts a skill others can only dream of. Their pride and prestige don't faze us. The important thing is that I, on behalf of the Oni King and the Arataki gang, can find a way to show them we're serious and sincere in our quest to master the mechanical arts.
Ok.
So I'll need to do some research to find out what kind of gift we should offer if we're to be seen as worthy of learning the mysteries behind the manufacture of the bloom pruner.
Boss, we gotta leave right now or we're not gonna make it in time.
All right, I guess this is it.
Traveler, Paimon, Yanfei-senpai, Miss Xiangling, Guoba. You've all been a huge help to Boss with this beetle battle event. I really can't thank you enough. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude. I hope you can find some use for it in your future endeavors.
Uma lembrancinha?
Wow, you got us a gift! Thanks, Shinobu. You're so
Aw.
thoughtful.
Uhul!
The time has come. Adios, compadre. See ya, sky-cleaving white iron lavender.
Adios,
melon.
compadre.
Goodbye, Guoba-san and Chef-sama. And farewell, my savior. I'll be back real soon. I promise. We'll meet again.
Por favor. Já tô com saudade.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Bull Chucker. It's good to have ambitions, but don't let yourself get carried away in the heat of the moment. Do what Shinobu tells you. Be realistic about what you can achieve, and
Oh,
make
yeah?
sure you pace yourself.
Paimon super
Of
adulta.
course, if everything works out, Paimon can't wait to see Crimson Staff driving a ginormous mechanical Onikabuto the next time we meet.
Sim! Sim, definitivamente sim. E se eles não conseguirem com a nossa querida Adeptus, eles podem tentar em Fontaine. Lá seria uma coisa menos mística e mais mecânica. Ele tá confuso. Laba instantâneo da gangue Arataki. Um presente de Shinobu após ajudar o verdadeiro rei das batalhas de besouros a se fortalecer e encontrar novos caminhos na batalha de besouros no esplendoroso acampamento de batalha de besouros do Arataki. Blocos de lamen secos são colocados em uma caixa resistente, porém leve, com condimentos selados, utensílios excepcionalmente rígidos e uma tigela. Coloque o lamen e os condimentos na tigela, então coloque água quente para fazer uma tigela de lamen rapidamente, que não é nada mal. Conveniente, não é? Mas segundo a carta que Shinobu deixou na caixa, nem ela nem Arataki e Itto puderam comer isso durante sua jornada pela água até Liyue, porque eles só trouxeram biscoitos e picles. Durante sua estadia em Liyue, Shinobu se inspirou pelas comidas de trigo lá e criou esse lamen instantâneo para que a mão direita do Reione e melão de lavanda destruidora do céu pudessem combater sua fome durante suas viagens. Ah, sobre o presente, sim. Você quer dizer o presente que vamos dar para aquele grande mestre? Ah tá, pra ser sincero, eu não pensaria em uma boa ideia ainda. Aquele mestre conseguiu criar aquele podador de flores incrivelmente complexo, então talvez possamos comprar alguns equipamentos de processamento de máquinas requintados e embalá-lo em uma caixa de presente. Isso pode ser satisfatório. Dito isso, eu tenho apenas 2 milhões de Apenas? Então eu duvido que eu consiga pegar dos melhores. Certamente não vai ser bom o suficiente para chamar a atenção daquele mestre. Além disso, eu não tenho certeza de por quanto tempo estarei aqui em Liyue e quanta mora precisarei para meus próprios gastos. Preciso achar uma forma disponível aos fundos. 2 milhões de mora não é pouco, sabe? Uma pequena quantia das minhas próprias Que? Ah tá, mas a maioria foi dada pelo meu avô, tá. Ele costumava ser um grande aventureiro no passado e ele era abençoado com boa sorte sempre que ele levava seu Onikabuto, levando ele a descobrir grandes quantias de tesouros. É por isso que ele apoia tanto minha carreira como delícia de besouros. Ele me faz um depósito de vez ou outra, do qual eu não saí gastando à toa. Um dia eu quero usar para algo super importante. Ok, é uma pessoa esperta. Uma criança esperta. Mais cedo eu vi a situação financeira da gangue Arataki, no caso vi que a situação não estava indo tão bem, então eu tentei ajudar o Reione com algum dinheiro, mas ele sempre ficou recusando, dizendo: "Nah, de jeito nenhum vamos deixar nossos aliados pagar, eu e a gangue temos garra, se você quer saber." Respeito esse espírito, então quando eu pegar aquele presente para aquele mestre, eu reportaria os gastos para o Reione, não importa quantos milhões de moras sejam. Aqui, ó, como estão os preparativos para reabrir o restaurante Wamin? Ó, as coisas no restaurante não estão tão movimentadas, por isso eu e Guoba estamos livres para jogar algumas partidas, mas obrigado pela preocupação. Já quase terminamos de reabastecer, então devemos voltar aos negócios normalmente em alguns dias. Se você e Paimon ainda não comeram o suficiente, sintam-se livres para dar uma passada para comer algo a qualquer momento. Imitação muito boa. E é isso, muito obrigado por assistirem, joguem também para pegar as primogemas e até a próxima. Tchau, fiquem bem.